That's the PS2 sound, that is.
That is the PS2 sound?
This is Dirty Money. This took about a month to make.
Yeah.
And like over the course of a couple of months.
I mean, I think it was like total 4 days of filming, and like everything else took him like a month.
Yeah, like editing didn't take long, but we had to go into a studio and come in all an ADR, a bunch of shit, so...
Yeah, the microphone and the camera had this really annoying buzzing sound, so we had to go back and hey, listen.
We should start a podcast, bro.
Yeah, we should
start a fucking podcast.
So this scene, obviously, I'm not saying the lines.
Yeah,
like... You can't see my mouth here, but I'm very clearly not saying the lines if you pay close enough attention.
I think we had the script up on the phone and we just read it off of the phone.
Yeah, but like obviously in the ADR booth I improv'd a lot of it, so...
It's fine, the cat like, is turned to your back, so it's fine. You could have been saying fucking gobbledygook, it would have been...
Gobbledygook?
A bunch of gobbledygook.
Alright, so... The laptop, originally we had it so that I wasn't going to close the laptop and it was going to illuminate my face.
I fucking forgot though mid-shoot, so
yeah,
we had to improv it.
I had to keep reminding him that the laptop was shut and that my face would not be illuminated.
This was meant to take place at like 1 a.m, but...
Yeah, obviously it was kind of hard to get me to film it at night time. So, you know, it's 6 a.m. instead.
Yeah.
Free money.
This was the first day we recorded this, and neither of us really had much of an idea like what to do, because this was still like in the mindset that Richard was meant to be this like super depressed kind of Travis Bickle kind of guy.
I made him into a douche. If you look here, actually, we had Nathan then, the guy that we filmed in his house, and he said something funny here, and you can see me laugh about here, I think.
No, actually, what I did is I was kind of sneaky with it. I just like repeated the like the same 2 seconds. I just put it in slow motion.
Sneaky. So I guess there's no funny laughing scene. But if you look back at the rough cut, I think it's in there.
This is just Big Lebowski.
Yeah, he told me it was a Postal 4 reference because I've not seen the Big Lebowski.
Also, you know the colour grading? I just stole that off of Oppenheimer because I saw this YouTube video and it was like, how to make your movie look like another movie, and I was like, sure.
We did like 5 takes of me saying yeah.
Yeah. Also, this right here, the fucking reverb is meant to be an inner monologue, and
yeah,
it's not quite too obvious, but...
I guess it kind of works there because you can't see me moving my mouth, but because I know I said it out loud in my head, it's like, no, I said that, why is it reverby?
There's a lot more shots for what's about to come up. The whip pan. I kept on forgetting to whip the camera.
Yeah, we had to. We were shooting this one for like a good half hour. And it's only. No, this is my favourite. There's no milk in this. Gotta be my best delivery. I tried to redo it in the ADR booth, I couldn't, so we ended up just using the camera audio. It's not too jarring.
If you listen closely, you can hear my dog walking in the background of that scene as well, because she wouldn't get out of the room while we were recording most of the stuff.
Yeah. You mean Richard's dog?
Richard's dog. He hasn't got a dog at this point in the script. I kind of forgot to write in the fact that, like,
yeah,
you know, he gets money from the briefcase and he's got a different shirt and he's got a shit.
We were gonna use Fraser's phone for the burner phone, but I realised that we shot this like the day after we shot all the scenes at the house where he's stealing the briefcase. So I'd been just using my phone for that. Hello? And so we had to use my phone as the burner phone instead. So, you know, they're just giving it iPhone 12s as burner phones, I guess.
I'm quite broke at the moment.
The music was a last minute thing as well, because we intended to have like bass kind of stuff over it.
Yeah.
But, 1920s music is public domain because it was more than 100 years ago, so we were like, fuck it, this works fine.
We? Who is we?
Nintendo Wii?
Nintendo Wii?
But no, I decided because, you know, it was either that or it was a bunch of like public domain rock music that just didn't fit at all, because it was like, it was super like plinky plonky. I didn't like the sound of much of it.
Plinky plonky.
I need.
This is another bit where I'm very clearly ADRing it and it's slightly out of sync.
You can see the computer where he reads the script and the sunglasses as well, and you can see the wire.
The wire?
For the computer.
Nah, bro, that's for the fairy lights, trust.
Hold on, look real close at the sunglasses, you'll see it.
Oh my god, you can see the computer in the
It's
sunglasses.
so fucking obvious. There's most of the movie after this point is just Euan talking to himself as well, because I was going to do this super raspy voice, but I couldn't hold it.
Yeah. It's actually pitched down in editing, the handler voice. I pitched it down a good like 4 semitones.
Because if I left it normal, it just sounds like this.
Which isn't very convincing.
Hello?
Yeah, when we were recording that, because we knew we were going to ADR the scene, he was going boop 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 in person.
It's in the rough
There's
cut.
a goof here. There's a goof here. You can only see it for a little second, but I'm wearing the wrong glasses. I'm wearing my glasses instead of the Richard glasses.
I think I'm going to make a bloopers of this, because it would be kind of funny. There's a scene in scene 3 where I got my pal Lewis to be a landlord and give Richard an eviction notice, and I couldn't keep it in.
Yeah, it was very sad.
Because it was like it was my favourite thing to shoot was that, and I couldn't keep it in.
Because I kept improvising, and it was very funny.
Also, I had to get Lewis's attention, and he was standing outside, so I had to scream at the top of my lungs, action, every single time we had to do a take.
Yeah. Originally, we were going to have a shot panning up and down the back of his house, but we did it at the wrong time of day, and it was super shaky, so we ended up cutting that.
A lot of the B-roll we didn't need to use, because this scene is only like 30 seconds, and I thought it was going to be like 2 minutes. Which I'm happy it wasn't, because there's enough dialogue in this shit anyway.
Yeah. I'm glad that he didn't keep the reversed music in this part. Originally, he had the music play in reverse to make it seem more eerie, but it just sounded like something out of like a creepypasta.
Yeah, Richard's gonna get bloody
In the
eyes.
background there, you can see Luigi gambling. It was in one of the prior scenes if you paid close enough attention. And there's like there's a scene at the start right before he gambles where you can see Luigi gambling.
There's a little inside joke we've got.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put it in this screen as well, but it's a bit too on the nose.
Yeah. So he's just staring at Google, which makes much, that makes plenty of sense. Now this was another bit of improv where I tried to do a transition by having the beer go up to the camera.
I think it worked quite well, to be fair, especially because it was Coors, you know what I mean? It was already like a grey can, so...
Yeah.
So it's all there.
He was really scared filming this that we were going to steal all his... that people were going to come steal all of his
I
camera
kept on hearing
equipment.
fucking screams, like, right next to us, and I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
We filmed it in the middle of a forest.
I was so happy to be doing this because I was sick of wearing the same shirt for like 3 days. And now I got to wear a different shirt.
Hell yeah. The Pop Noodle and the Bob Ross, there's like an in-joke I remember from the start of the
Oh
year.
my god, I forgot you did the Nokia Arabic ringtone.
Yeah. But there's an in-joke
yeah,
at the
don't
start
worry,
of the like college where like a bunch of people's short films had a pot noodle in some way. I wish I
Yeah.
made it more of like a thing. I had like a pot noodle shot or something.
Forget the
but I didn't.
Cornetto trilogy, bro. The pot noodle trilogy.
Hell yeah, man.
We'll have this one will have the green pot noodle, and then the sequel's gonna have a Bombay Bad Boy hidden somewhere.
We'll have the dirty pesos for the HND.
Dirty pesos.
Dirty money goes to America.
Richard returns. Admittedly, a lot of these scenes were kind of rushed.
In the script and in the shoot as well, because I wrote it in the script in about 5 minutes before class started, and then while shooting it, we kind of just wanted to be done with it because we had a bunch of beer in the fridge and we wanted to have it.
Yeah, I mean, also like we'd been shooting all day. Your parents were about to come home. And I was like, can we finish this, please? I'm sick and tired, man.
In the rough cut, you can actually hear Carla coming home with the dog, like at this shot right here where you're coming up to the door.
Yeah, because we hadn't ADR'd it yet, so you could just hear the door open and Carla going, "Hello." Dirty money. These credits are kind of goofy, but I find it funny. It's like something out of a Scooby-Doo. The music, bro.
Actually, copyright for this, but it's a song from like 100 years ago, but so I don't think they care because they're
Yeah.
probably dead.
Handler. Friend. Technically, his name's Fred. You can see it on the phone when I get the call. His name's Fred and not friend. But yeah, he's friend in the like script. Well, I guess that's it for the commentary. You got anything you want to say?
Richard will return one day, probably.
Probably not.
I mean, it was just fucking shot there, so probably not.
Yeah. They wanted to leave it open to interpretation, but he's definitely dead. You'll survive that.
Yeah, he'll wake up in the floor and he'll be like, damn, I didn't get any dirty money. That's an idea for a script right there. It was all a dream. Dirty money too.
It was all a dream, and he wakes up from his like beer coma, and then it just repeats the plot of the first movie. Well, yeah, I guess that's it for the Dirty Money commentary track. I hope you all enjoyed listening to us yap.